G'day again, welcome back to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of GMT's MBT. And fittingly, I thought what I'd do is show you something that my wife bought me. She was in a little antique store down outside of Melbourne, Australia, over Christmas, and she found me thus. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Look at that. 17-pounder shell casing from 1943. And she bought it for me and gave it to me for my birthday because that's just the kind of girl she is. So, yeah, I don't know how well you'd be able to pick up what's on the base, but yeah, 17-pounder, and there you go, 1943. Isn't that pretty damn fine? So, that, my friends, is my find. That's what my darling girl got for me. So I thought it was fitting playing tanky games to have a nice tank, anti-tank shell casing there. Righto, so turn 5. Things are turning to poo for the Americans, for the NATO forces. Soviets are doing quite well at the moment, so I've really got to try and turn the tables on them, which could be difficult, but we'll see what we can do. So as things stand, again, we have two T-72s over here mixed up with this decimated American force. The rest of the Soviet forces, their T-72s are here and up on the hill, with the other NATO forces coming up around Echo 2 now. Last turn, our 2 tanks in the stream remained bogged in there, which was a bit of a pain, but we reversed our suppressed tanks out of there. One of them is still suppressed, so that's going to slow us down a bit. Righto, so first things first is spotting. Okay, so this bloke can see this bloke, and this bloke can see this bloke. So we have that. This bloke's still facing that way. His gun is still facing that way. Like that. Nobody can spot these blokes at all. So we can get rid of that because the light woods gets in the way. Which means nobody can spot them, nobody can spot them, and we have nobody that can spot this guy, or this guy, or this guy, either. And if we go up t'other end, these blokes are now behind the tree line and cannot be seen. Just move the camera down here a bit, like that. And these guys up on the hill can't see, of course, into the stream, and these guys can't see these guys either. So, which means these guys can't be seen by anybody other. So, the only ones that can be seen is our little get-together. Our little tankies doing the do-say-do down here in the trees. So that's that. So command phase is going to be pretty damn simple, really, I suppose. What I'm going to try and do is I can't give these a move and fire or anything like that, a small halt. There's not much sense in giving them an overwatch, so I want to get these guys out of here. So these guys, these two here, are going to get a move order. This guy here, I'd like to give him a move order too, but I think he's going to have to hold, so I'm going to give him a fire. Now, sorry, I should have explained that we still have 6 commands for the Americans. We still have 8 commands for the Soviets, and everybody's still in command range. So that's fine. That fire, sorry, is on there. So we have a move there, we have a fire there. We could make this a short halt, but I don't want to. In fact, I probably do want to. I probably want to get out of there. I do want to get out of there. So let's put a short halt on them. For the other NATO forces down here, realistically, what we want to do is we want to move these guys. This guy here with his suppression on, we want to give a no command to. We want to try and get rid of his suppression. Okay, he can follow up. He can be tail end Charlie. So we've now given 1, 2, 3, and we'll give this guy 4. They're going to move, and this guy 5, and that's all the Americans done for their commands, orders, whichever which you prefer. Coming down this way, these guys are going to go. Now, this guy could go on to overwatch in this sort of area, but what I want to do is bring him back down and around this way. He wants to try and cut them off a bit. Now, this is going to affect the Russians a bit because we're going to go outside of range. But we're going to give these guys a move. And I'm going to put this guy here on Overwatch. Just in case anybody breaks through this area. He can have a blat, have a bit of a go. Down here, we've got our command tank. Now I'm going to move him. So we've given 1, 2, 3. These are all going to get moves. 4. In fact, not all going to get moves. 5. I'm going to put this guy on Overwatch. Like that. And this guy I'm just going to give a fire order to these two here so that they can try and take this guy out. Yeah, we could try and move up later, but I just don't want to... I want to play it relatively simple with them, get them some more backup, and then go from there. So that's the orders given. Of course, you couldn't see where I put that. So, of course, there it is, the fire there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 commands for the Ruskies, and they are happy. Right. Initiative. Here we go. Soviets first, and they have a 92, which is pretty damn fine. And for the Americans, an 18. Okay, so the Russians are first. Well, they get to the choice. So what do they want to do? Well, I suppose these guys would like to fire on this guy first. Fire first, move second, or fire second, move first. And I think we'll do first player. So we're going to fire first. So the only fire we have at the moment is here. Right, so let's get into there. So we've got the 2 tanks there. They're at point blank range, which is a 90. The target size for the poor little American is +1. So we're at +1. He is not moving. Oh, yes, he is. Sorry, he's got a short hold. So he's moving, so we're down to -1. He is in medium cover, so we're down to -4. And there's no smoke or anything else. So that's it. So we have -4, which gives him a 54% chance to hit. Right, so first one fires. 58, just missed. Second one fires. 26 and hits. Okay, so let's see where he hits. Oh, it's a big 0. Okay, so here we go. Now he's shooting into the back side, rear side with the 0 is a track hit for a 10. A track! No! Okay, so if we have a look at our little man here. So we fired with our 108. And we hit him in the track. We've got turret, hull, turret, hull. Track is track. Where track hit? What happened to track hit? Yeah, well, I suppose the track doesn't really have anything, does it? He's pretty well stuffed. So he's hit in the track. Where? What does he get? He gets damaged. So he gets a damaged. So he's not going to be able to move. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to turn. Oh, hang on. There's only one of them there now. Ah! No, he doesn't get hit at all. Dickhead. Sorry, I forgot that there was only one tank there anymore. So the first guy missed. That's it. Aha! Woohoo! Americans got wee-hee. Okay, so he's fired. He's finished. So we're firing back. Americans are now firing back because this is the only other one that's firing. Everything else is Overwatch. Okay, so here we go. So again, it's point blank. He's in medium cover. So we're at -3. So medium cover for 63. We are at a short halt for -2, I believe, for a stability. Yeah. So we're at -5, and we are shooting at them again, so it's the same thing. So we have a +1, so we are at -4, and that's it. And a -4 is a 54% chance of a hit. We need a hit. 54, we get a 22, so we're firing for 110. Okay, we have 110 at the moment, and we're firing at his front 3. Oh, sorry, wrong card. Front 3 is turret front. And his turret front is a 91. A 90. Okay. So he gets a 1.5. Oh, sorry, 1 1/4, and 1/4 of that is 23, say. So he's up to 113. And then we need to see if the ERA works. Now, if the ERA doesn't work, then I will see if we get any extra penetration out of the shot. But the ERA works, so no, it doesn't matter. And he gets no damage. So he's hit, but no damage, which means he will go for a bailout. Check, and again, that is at a... it's just 10%. There's nothing else in there for him. He's not damaged, he's not suppressed, he's not anything else. So 10% chance of him bailing out. Here we go. And we get a 75. So no, he did not bail out. So he has fired now. So that's all the firing. There's no Overwatch fire now at the moment because nobody can see anybody. So we go straight into second air phase. There's nothing. So, the movement phase. There's no close assault or anything. So second player moves, and second player is Mary Cans. So what we have here is these guys are sharing the order. Now this guy is facing forward, and this guy is facing basically forward as well. So let's just get rid of that. So they can both do the normal thing, go like that, and they're going to go back 1 into the smoke. Now, can Overwatch see them through the brew up smoke? And the answer is no, because of the trees. So then they come back two, and can he see them now? And he can. So he can see, bloke up on the hill can't. So we have an Overwatch here that can see these two tanks. I'll just put my little Duva back on. Duva back on there. Okay, so these guys are moving. They have moved 2. Oh, that's okay. They started there, so I know that. Okay, so Russians are shooting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 through brew up smoke. Yep. So a 9 for them will be short range. Short range is up to 12. So 9, they're both going to fire at the command tank and try and take it out. And that'll make the other tanks do a forced morale check. So short range, 70. Target size is +1. They're moving, so that's now -1. There is no cover. They are in Overwatch, so it's in -2 now. And their sights are going through smoke, and they've got a laser and optical, so they don't get anything because of the smoke. So they're at -2. And a -2 at short range is a 56% chance. So here's the first guy shooting a command tank. And hits. Which is sucky. Okay, so he hits, and he's hitting for a 97 penetration out per normal. He's hitting to the front of the tank. Let's see where he hits. Oops, sorry. It's a 6. And a 6 to the front of the tank is a hull. Hull front. And the hull front on this guy is, as you can see, hull front is 48. Yeah, not real flash, is it? So, yeah, 97 to 48. There's no way in the world that we can even that up in any way, shape, or form. So let's see what damage is done. And we get an 8, which I think is going to be a brew up. So the first thing we do is we have a look here, and an 8 is a brew up. So our command tank has brewed up. So let's put him there. We'll put a brew up out there. Okay. That's on this guy. Now, because we've had a brew up, this guy is automatically suppressed. So he has a suppressed on, and now we have to see if now he has to do his morale check as well. I believe, yeah, he does. This is a forced morale check. So, okay. So, USA, breakpoint is 1 to 50, hesitate is 51 to 70. They get nothing for being seasoned. They're not in any cover. They are suppressed, so they have a minus 20. It's a forced, which is a plus 20, which takes them back to normal. There's nothing there. They have no spotted units within 2 hexes or 5 hexes. They have a command other than no command. So it's a minus 20. Okay, so they have a minus 20 to their die roll, and let's see if they hesitate or break. Minus 20. So that's a 19 minus is a zip. And a zip is going to be break. So our poor little man here is not only suppressed, but he is also broken like that. Okay, so let's just put him back in there like that. He's suppressed and he is broken. He is moved 2. And that's it for this Overwatch, because they were firing at the command tank, so they can't do anything else. So they have fired like that. The other Overwatch can't do anything. Now, I'm just going to check on how the break and the suppression affects his movement. Wait one, please. Okay, so because he's suppressed, he moves at half speed rounded down, and because he's broken, he moves at half speed rounded down. So he's at quarter speed rounded down. He's on a road for 11, so quarter speed, so half rounded down would be 5, half rounded down would be 2, and he's moved 2, so he is finished. He can't move any further, is the way I get it. So he has moved to there and he is stuffed. Okay, now this guy here can move, and he is going to move. So he's coming out of trees. So there's woods. There is a 20% chance of him bogging, so I need to look at that. He does not bog, he gets a 90. So he can move, we can get rid of that, and he goes 1, and he can move 1 more. He goes 2 to there, so in fact, yeah, he goes 1, and then he turns for 2, turns for 3, and there we are. And that turret can come off. Oh no, he's only got 2, hasn't he? So he turns for 1, and his turret stays on, facing this way. Okay, so he has moved. We can get rid of that one. Okie dokie. This guy here is doing nothing, so he just had a fire command. So the rest of the NATO forces now move. These two here I'm going to do first. So they both have a 30% in a stream. Bog, 30%. Okay. Tank 1 for his bog is good. Tank 2 for his bog is good. So they can both come out. Okay. So they're both going to go 1. Turn 2, 3, 4 into there. That's it. They're not going to worry about going hull down or anything. They don't need to. Nobody can see them or anything. They have moved. Next guy to move is this guy here. Now, I need to see where Mr. Overwatch can see him. You can see him if he goes in there, or there, or there. That's okay. So we will turn and we will go 1 and 2. And is that what we really want to do? And then we can turn because we are coming out here. We can do that because we haven't gone past our 5. Now, that's... They're building wood, but we're actually going down the alleyway. We're not going into the building or anything else, so that costs 2. So we went 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are fine for there. So we put our move marker on there, and we have a look. And like we said, these 2 Overwatch here can see him there. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is going to be short range. The target is a +1. They were moving, so that's a -2. So we're down to -1. They are in an alley, which is a light cover, which gives them another -1. So we're at -2. It's Overwatch, makes it -3. And then we have their +1 for their laser sight, so we're at -2, which is a 56% chance to hit. Right, 56% chance. First tanky shoots for 69. Second tanky shoots for 79. Neither hit. Overwatch is done. And they get their fire marker. He's moved, he's fine. So now we have these guys here that can move, and they're going to simply turn and go 1, 2, turn 3, 4, 5 to there, like that. Yeah, it's not real great. Trust me, I know. But I've got to get them up. Sounds personal, doesn't it? I know. We have a no command there. They've all moved. So we're down to the Soviets moving now. And we have our little gentlemen here that are going to try and get around the back. So they're going to go 1. And then they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then they're going to turn, just in case anybody sneaks through there. And they're hidden behind the trees and everything else, so they'll be fine. And they have moved, which brings us back here. So this little fella here, they're going to go 1, turn, 2, 3, 4, turn, 5, turn, 6, and that's as far as they can go. And these little fellas here are going to simply go turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and they're on the bridge now, like that. So they can stay like that on the bridge facing this way. We'll put a turret on them. These guys are shooting this way, and these guys are shooting this way, like that. And now we have this guy to move here, command tank, and he's going to go 2, and then it's into the brush, which is 1, 2, 2, turn, 3, turn, 4, turn, 5, 6, 7 to there, and he has moved. Okay, like that. So that's everybody done. Right. So that's movement done. Second air phase. Okay, so we're into the adjustment phase. Pivot step, we have nothing. Turret adjust. This guy is still facing this way, so he's fine. This guy is facing, his turret's facing that way, so he's fine. This guy's not doing anything at the moment, so we'll leave him. These are fine, and those are fine. Full cover is for infantry. Adjust, remove, suppression. Okay, so we have our suppressed man here, so let's do suppression first. Suppression recovery. Does he have a command other than no command? And he did have, so that's plus 20. He's not in anything else. He's suppressed, so that's minus 20. It's not a forced. There's nothing spotted. Okay, so he's a straight up. Okay, straight up. So he needs he's got a base recovery of 51 to 100. He gets a 24. So no, suppressed, and then we look at his breakpoint modifiers. Again, he's seasoned. He's suppressed, which is a minus 20. Minus 40 for his roll, and a 25, so he stays broken as well. Well, his break on remains the same. Okay, add, reduce, adjust counters. Just this move counter here to remove. Everything else is good, I think. Yes, it is. So, we'll remove the no command from over here. I've got to do his suppression. He's got suppression on. Duh. Okay, so again, he is, I think you can see because I'm a dickhead again. We're talking about this little man up here who was suppressed as well. Seasoned, so nothing. He is in medium cover, So that's plus 10. Well, he's already suppressed. He's not damaged. So that's minus 10. Minus 10 to his roll. And he gets a 33, so 23, which means he remains suppression on as well. So that's it. End of turn step. Turn 5 is finished, and we have these Americans starting to head towards Echo 2 to beef it up. Hopefully try and get this, knock out some of these Russian tanks. These guys are hidden behind the trees now. These guys are up on the hills, so they can start to exchange a little bit of fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, it's short range for both, which is pretty damn fine. Down here, we've got, a broken suppressed tank on the road who's about to be overrun. And we have this poor little fella here. And, of course, the Americans have lost a command unit. Not going to affect them a great deal because losing the command unit simply meant these guys are out of command, but the Russians are out of command over here. So that's just going to cut down on their amount of move commands that they can give. So moves and short holds. So that's that. That's the end of turn 5. So again, take care, be good, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.